Yo, what's good out there, world? Welcome to this edition of Trademark Sunday's Best, the prep edition. And today, I'm prepping to cook this 2-pound chuck roast. And I'm going to be cooking this chuck roast here in my inner container of my crock pot. I'm going to be using it in the oven, but I'm not going to use the glass lid. So let's check out the rest of the ingredients I'm going to be using. So right here, I have 3 cups of beef broth. Here in the back, I have 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Here I have 1 teaspoon of celery salt, 1 teaspoon of dry thymes, and also 1 teaspoon of parsley. Also for my seasonings, I'm going to be using 1 teaspoon of smoked paprika. I have 1 teaspoon of garlic powder and also 1 teaspoon of onion powder. I'm going to be using up to 1 cup of cut onions. Right here I have a half a teaspoon of soy sauce. I have 1 beef bouillon cube. I'm also going to be using 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I have 1 teaspoon of minced garlic, and I'm going to be using 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. So again, here are my ingredients for my chuck roast that I'm getting ready to prepare for Trademark Sunday's Best. So let's get to it. So I'm going to start off by turning my stove on a medium high, and I'm going to add in my olive oil. And while that's heating up, I'm also going to add in 2 tablespoons of unsalted butter. So I'm going to let this heat up and get hot before I add my chuck roast in. So now I'm going to put my seasonings on the chuck roast. Now actually I always like to throw some down inside of the pan too, since I'm going to be putting some liquids in it. I'm going to add in my cup of onions, my garlic, and this is my beef broth. This is 3 cups. And I'm going to add my soy sauce. And one thing that I want to do before I actually put the cornstarch in, I'm going to actually take some of this broth back out. And I'm going to mix it into my cornstarch, the broth, so it can turn into gravy. I'm going to pour that in. Now I didn't pour anything directly on my meat. So I already set preheated my oven to 325. That was the beef going off. So we want to put a lid on it, but I didn't have a lid to fit, so I'm just going to firmly put some aluminum foil in. And at first I wasn't sure if I could actually cook with the inner container in the oven, but I Googled it and they say yes, as long as the temperature is not over 400. So I got this on secure. I want to leave this in the oven anywhere from 2.5 to 3 hours. I'm not going to go in the oven. I'm going to leave it closed until it's done. And I thank you for watching this Trademark Sunday's Best Prep Edition. I'm ready to get this in the oven. And I'll see y'all in a couple hours for Trademark Sunday's Best. Until then, be great.